You're about to watch the most important parkour video that I wish I had when I first started training. So let's get out there, train hard, and turn you into a parkour athlete. Let's go.
Whenever we do any of our rolls whatsoever, the goal is to always exit, especially if you can sprint out of your rolls. You want to practice this on early in your parkour journey because this will help you to be able to exit and create power of your rolls. The sideways roll, the most important parkour roll that you'll be learning in this whole entire academy. It's actually more important than the shoulder roll, which we'll be learning after. So let's break straight into it. Step one, if you're rolling that way, you want to make sure that your feet are facing sideways. So we're going that direction, but your feet are facing that way. Step two, your hands are super important. We're going to do the triangle method. Triangles go onto the floor because if your hands aren't there, the second thing that's going to hit the floor is your face. We do not want this. So, sideways position, triangle, hands on the floor, getting ready to roll. Step number three, when you're on the floor with your triangle, the most important thing is that we do not go over our head. Our head never touches the floor. This is a sideways roll, so we want to make sure that we're going over our back. And so when you're on the floor like this, you're going to drop your elbow, roll over into the upside down position, and then keep going. You should always exit sideways. If you're exiting forward, you're doing it wrong. Just make sure that you're going over your back more. So remember, once you're in sideways, triangle on the floor, roll over your back, you should still be sideways. Sideways in, sideways finish. The animal landing. Sometimes when you fall off something or jump off it, you don't really want to do a shoulder roll. So we're going to use all of our hands and feet to take the impact with animal landings. So let's break down. So with your animal landings, we're going to use our hands, shoulders, body, and legs to absorb impact. And so if you imagine somebody's going to punch you in the stomach, you're going to tense your whole body for just half a second. That's exactly what happens when you hit the floor. And so when you hit the floor, you're going to tense your body up, and then we're going to use the rest of our body to then exit. Step number one, you're going to be using your hands, but you do not need to do triangles, but make sure you're going to go open hands for this. If you close your hands, or even I see people bend their fingers, you're just gonna crush it when you hit the floor. So make sure open hands, ready to take the impact. Step number two, this is all about on how you absorb the impact. Because whether you're jumping off something really high, it could be even low, or you accidentally fell off something super tall, when you hit the floor, it's going to be heavy. And so we do not want jelly legs, right? Not jelly shoulders, because if you're gonna do that, you're going to crumple into the floor. And so what we need instead is for you to be nice and strong all the way through, so when you hit the floor with your legs and your hands, you're ready to absorb. Nice and strong. Step number three, the exit out of your animal landings. So when we fall off something and we go straight down, all of our energy is going to the floor. But this is going to hurt our knees, our hips, and everything else because we're absorbing it here. So we want to go that way. So as you fall to the floor, we're going to lean forward, use your hands and your feet to push in a forward direction. So when you come down, you always exit out of an animal landing. Step number 4, this is sort of optional because it comes down to how you position yourself. The same as a roll, whether you do sideways or forwards, it's the same with animal landings. If you fall off something, you can either fall forward, fall sideways, or even fall backwards. The way you land, the way you position yourself is all up to how you exit. So in the end, practice every single direction. Forward direction, sideways direction. If you find yourself in a backwards position, you can be careful with this, but definitely practice it.
Let's go! Real quick, if you're loving all of this, but you want to take your parkour to the next level, then I've got something for you. Parkour360 Academy. Inside, you'll find the world's largest online parkour library to master the art of movement. You'll also get instant access to our global parkour challenge called Skill Quest. More importantly, you'll find other parkour athletes to connect with, access the global parkour spot map, and learn from other tracers with years of parkour experience. If you're a beginner looking to get started for the first time, or a seasoned parkour athlete to go professional, you're in the right place. Click join to get started for free, and we'll see you on the inside.
That is your shoulder roll, also known as your parkour roll. It's the roll that you're going to be using when you're going to go forward, not sideways. Sideways for sideways roll, forwards for shoulder roll. So let's break it down. Step number 1, you've got to choose whether you want to practice it on concrete or grass. In the end, you're going to be doing both. So I'm going to be showcasing it on concrete because that's the athlete that we want to become. So let's get into it. Step number 2, we're going to still do exactly the same as the shoulder roll, but this time we're going that way. So you bring your feet forward. Both your legs are now facing the direction of where you want to roll. Step number 3, exactly the same, triangles. Without triangles, your face is going to hit the floor. So no matter what you do, any roll whatsoever, always a triangle. Hand straight onto the floor. Number 4, the most important thing with your shoulder roll is that we have to roll over our shoulder. So when you place your hands down for the triangle, you're going to go into this lunge position. The shoulder you're going to roll over, your hands are going to be on the other side. So I'm going to roll over my right shoulder, my triangle is on the left side. And then once you roll, you drop your elbow and you roll over that shoulder. A couple of tips to remember. When you roll, tuck your chin in, because if you open your head will hit the floor and it's not good, especially rolling on concrete. Then, to go fast into your roll is the most important thing. If you roll slow, you're just going to flop. So in order to roll fast, the leg that is behind here, you're going to push into your roll. So breaking it all the way down, we're in this lunge position facing forward, our triangle on the opposite side, our leg ready, tuck your chin in and push over your shoulder. You may be asking, when should I use this roll versus the sideways roll? Well, that comes down to you as the parkour athlete to see what happens when you do your skill. Sometimes you're going to be in this position and you have to roll forward. Sometimes you fall over sideways and you do the sideways roll. By learning both the rolls, you'll be able to fall safely at any given time, so practice both of them. Monkey walks, using your hands to absorb impact while moving forward. This is a prerequisite to your animal landings and other hand movement in future level skills. So let's break it down. Step number 1, when you're doing your monkey walks, we want to go sideways. And so we do not point our toes forward and do it like this. We do it as if we're doing our cartwheels and our toes are facing sideways and we're going down and into it. So making sure it's that way, going that way. Step number 2, it's all about how you bend over into the monkey walk. Most important, we do not do this. We don't bend our backs, we have to bend our knees, keeping our back nice and straight and going into a squat position. So as we're going across, we go into a squat. Then you can bend your back to get your hands to the floor. Do not go into this position because it's going to hurt your lower back. So making sure that we're sideways, bending your knees, and then leaning forward into your hips to stand up. Number 3, we're talking about hand positioning. How far should you put your hands in front of you? Well, actually, it comes down to how fast you are going into your monkey walks. So if we're doing something a little bit slower, you can put your hands close to your legs. And that is totally fine. But if we're going faster, well, we need space to increase speed. And so we're going to leap into it with further hand placement. Parkour is all about adjusting as your environment changes and how much effort you put into it. So get out there and give it a try. Quadrupeds, the most important fundamental skill that you need to master in parkour. You'll be in this position for a lot of the skills that you'll be learning. So let's break it down. Step number 1, when we're in this position, hands and feet nicely far apart and our backs has to be flat like a table. We do not want our bum in the air and we definitely don't want to be in a frog position. Nice flat table. Step number 2, how do we walk with all of our hands and feet at the same time? In order to move forward, if you're using your right hand, you're going to be moving your left leg. And so from here, right hand, left leg, opposite side, opposite leg. And you should feel this motion of being able to move forward. Step number 3 is sort of a common mistake to avoid. When you're doing this, we do not want our legs out nice and wide. Sometimes people refer this to bear walks and they do out like that. We don't want to do this. Parkour in this quadruped, we want control because eventually we want to be able to do these on rails and really small positions and hard places. And so we need to be nice and precise, feet nice and close, and control as we're coming along. The ground Kong, a powerful skill to master that will unlock your Kong vaults. So let's break it down. Step number 1, we're going to get into our crouching position with our legs together. Being able to go into this position. Your heels can come off the floor, that is totally fine. And so when we're in this crouch position, knees in front, and then our hands are shoulder width apart by our side, and you have to be comfortable in this position right here. Step number 2, we want to be comfortable with falling into a leap position. And so when you're now comfortable like this, I want you to stand up slightly, placing your hands in front and falling into it and catching yourself. So we're able to catch ourselves when we're falling over. Step number 3, now we have to move our legs. And so here we can just get into our quadruped position that we were before. And this time we're going to try and jump both our feet between our legs at the same time. So in here, we're going to jump and catch ourselves in between. Moving forward and catching yourself. And we slowly do these to feel comfortable. Step number 4, we're now going to add both your hands and feet at the same time to try and create some sort of continuous momentum. We can start off really small first before we start doing bigger leaps. And so getting ready into your position, and we're just going to do really small ones as we continue moving through. Now you want to practice just leaning further and faster. Let's do it. So small, and then bigger, and then faster.